Hello and welcome to another tutorial at MRC Photographic. Just before we start today, I just want to put a little bit of a shameless plug in there for the MRC Photography Instagram. So the handle is at MRC Photographic, and the profile documents loads of the students' work and the behind the scenes things of what we get up to at MRC in the photography department. All the different kind of effort that goes into a lot of what we do at MRC in our highly popular photography course, highly popular photography courses. So please do head over and if you don't like it already, go over and drop us a follow or a like or two at MRC Photographic on Instagram. On to today's tutorial. So today we're going to be introducing you to a photo editing app called Snapseed. It's from Google and it's free and it's available on Android and Apple devices. I'm using it today on an iPhone. And I've already got the app on my phone, so I'm just going to go ahead and open that one up. So the app is Snapseed. So take us across to here where we can tap on the plus symbol, and then I've got an image ready for use in my camera roll. You will first see loads of different kind of filters and looks that you can apply to your image. I don't really rate these because you are kind of giving up your control of the image to the app's presets, and that's not really what we're looking to do. In the center at the bottom, we have a Tools tab. So if we tap on that, we got lots of different adjustments we can make with our image here. In today's tutorial, we're going to go through some of the basic fundamental adjustments, such as tuning our image, so changing things like exposure, saturation, black and white edits, white balance, sharpening, things like that. So we're going to go ahead and tap this top left one for Tune Image, and it will load the Tune Image options for us. This bottom second icon along here with the sliders gives us the different options that we can just kind of move through on the list. On this one, I'm going to apply a contrast. So once I've got the contrast, I'm going to release that. And then I'm going to simply tap and drag in either direction. And you'll see at the top of the screen, the contrast bar will kind of fill up and change its value depending on what you're actually doing with the contrast. And you will see the change happening to your image in real time. So I'm going to go ahead and add a little bit of contrast to this image today. Let's go with plus 12. And then just like with anything in photography, to document it in our book, we need to take a screenshot of this step of the process. So I'm going to do that, and that's going to pop it into my camera roll, ready for use later on. So if I'm happy with that adjustment that I've made here, I'm going to tap the tick in the bottom right corner, and that will apply the adjustment to the image for me. Next, I'm going to show you in this details panel where we have an option to sharpen the image. So if we slide up to the sharpen option, sharpening goes from 0 to 100. So we can quite simply drag from left to right, and you'll see we can sharpen our image here. If we crank the sharpening all the way up, we can obviously see the effect happening in our image. It may not necessarily be what you're wanting, so I'm only going to apply a little bit of sharpening here. Let's go plus 14. And then if I'm happy with that, I'm going to tap the tick in the bottom again. Back to tools. We have the ability here. Let's go through a black and white adjustment. So with black and white, again, you have presets. I don't recommend using the presets. Take control of your process. Center icon in the middle is the sliders. We tap that again, and we can change different things here, such as the brightness or exposure. Contrast, we've already done some, and on the grain option, we can add some grain to get that kind of noisy film effect with our image. So if I'm happy with that, I'm going to go ahead and take another screenshot. It's going to store that into my camera roll, ready for use. And if I'm happy with the changes, tap the tick, and it'll apply it to the image for us. If we're entirely happy with the edit that we've got here, we can export it to our camera roll, ready for use. So we're going to tap the export icon in the bottom right-hand corner. And it's really important here. If you just tap save, it's going to wipe over your previous image. So you're not going to have that original image that you need to display in your book. So if we tap save a copy, that'll create an additional version in our camera roll, ready for our use. So if we just come out quickly to our camera roll, we can then see in the camera roll, we've got our original image. We've got some screen grabs of the different steps in the process that we did. And then we have our final edited image ready for use in our work. Whenever we display experiments or photographic edits in photography, it's really important that we are including a before image, so without any edits at all, screenshots of different steps along the way, and then an after image which shows the edited process complete in your work. There's nothing in the specification that says you must use Photoshop, so use everything at your disposal. This is the first video for Snapseed, but there are other things out there such as Pixlr and Photopea. They're all there, free to use, which is great at this time when we can't access our normal resources. So that's it for today's tutorial. If there are other things you'd like to see, please drop me a message, andrew.hayward@mrc-academy.org, and I will respond to those and create videos and all sorts of tutorials you'd like to see. There are more on the way though, so please look out for those. Thanks for watching.